Hey there folks, rinimt here, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers. In the last part, we wrapped up some more side quests, namely ones in such places as Yulmore and Lakeland, and now it's time to finish up Kalusha! Or hope so. Sisterly concern. Excuse me, miss, have you seen a tall, skinny human girl on your travels? Lots of them, actually. No? Do you think you might lend a hand in finding her, then? She's a terrible habit of wandering away when left to her own devices. Not the safest pastime when you consider the wildlife around here. I'll start looking near the ladder, but it would make me feel better if I knew someone was searching along the cliff at the same time. Would you do that for me? Thank you. I've seen her walk off to the southeast before, so you might want to try that. If you do find her, please send her back to Amity. Supplying estimates. Listen, friend, I'm run off my feet here. I need someone to take stock of our remaining food stores, and you just volunteered. Now, everything this village needs to survive is hauled up from the lowlands, and if matters don't settle down soon, well, won't be surprised when Right and Still type begin hoarding goods instead of selling them. Not unless it's for an outrageous price. Anyway, that's enough speculation. I need estimates, accurate estimates, mind you. Whether from them what's in charge of our edibles, grains, grog, and meat. Off you hop. Okay. Here? What? That's... This... No? There's one. We put a good dent in the liquor we got from the dwarves. We might have to make do with water at some point. At least we have a fresh source with a river nearby. What? Are you on the other side? Like a jerk? Yes, you're on the other side like a jerk. Growly wants an estimate? Oh, I can tell him not believe much. We'll need to think of something because we're running low on both grain and beans. Alright. I'd say we have more than enough dried meat to go around. There was peril in the hunt, but the haul was plentiful. Well, that was easy enough. So where do we stand? Grain is a problem then. I'll see if we can trade our surplus meat and right for a few sacks of barley and the like. That'll get us through for the moment, but we'll need to come up with a long-term plan. Well, I'll think of something. Thanks for doing the legwork, friend. Say, have you ever considered taking up work as a quartermaster? Thanks, I have enough hats already. It was not. There's no one. Hobgob Smacker. Enough is enough! Sorry, friend. That wasn't meant for you. It's those bastard hobgoblins. They know none of us are fighters, so they just skulk in and raid our food stores, bracing as you please. But I bet you can give them something to chew on, eh? Here, take the supply sack and drop it just outside the village. Once them thieving blighters come sniffing about, you spring out of hiding and unleash a storm of righteous justice. Cool. I guess now I'll go pick up the rest of these quests. Timber for the taking. Greetings, friend. I have a wee favor to ask if you can spare a moment. Take a look around and tell me what you see. Aye, rock, rock, and more bloody rock. Not a single tree. That means no wood for houses. Every once in a while, the dwarves will let us crawl through their secret tunnels through to the lowlands, but carting logs up the narrow, not to mention steep shafts, is fool's work. Especially if you consider all the timber that was left to rot at top rung, just lying there for the taking. Assuming you have the stones to brave the gauntlet of nasty twigs here and there, of course, I reckon you do. Of course, then we can go all the way out there. Hello. Fresh off the wing. They say you're the reason the ladder's moving again. That you're a woman who gets things done. Well, I have a job that no one else around here seems capable of doing. All I want are some crystal spikes from the wings of those cliff kites, and not the old broken ones someone scavenged off the ground. If you can manage to bring me some wings with the spikes intact, I'll be sure to pay you what they're worth. So, 600 gil, right? That's what everything seems to be worth around here. Small nuisances. Where's that Mistle? He should have been back by now. I sent one of our newcomers to retrieve the supplies we had chilling in the river, and he has yet to return. I hope he hasn't run into trouble with the local dwarf clan. If your travels take you in that direction, could you keep an eye out for our missing Mistle? Sure. Good, honest dirt. Greetings, stranger, and well met. They say folk don't often go out of their way to visit Amity. Me, though, I came here with a mind to raise crops. What? You don't think a man could farm this land? Well, you seem like a well-traveled lass. Why don't you head over to my field back there and take a look for yourself? I'd be curious to know what you think my chances are of taming this barren soil. 0. Rising to her apology. Oh, I'm not here to cause trouble. I've simply come to pay visit to one of Amity's residents. A former maidservant, in fact, to whom I owe my belated apology. Now that I've finally found her, I find myself beset with unease. Before I approach, I need to know her state of mind. How does she feel now about Yulmar? About me? Well, I appreciate any insight that might better prepare me for what I must do. Alright, and a rocky relationship. What? I wasn't doing nothing. Don't tell me, Mom. She didn't send you? Wicked white. Why'd you bloody sneak up on me then? I was just off to visit me secret friend, but I'm not really supposed to. Bugger it. Wait, listen. If you promise to keep quiet, you can come and meet him too. Just meet us at top rung. Who am I getting to? Hello again, miss. Was there something? You want to know how I feel about you or my former masters? I thought that I made that quite clear last we met. The very mention of that place leaves me shaking in terror. It's a terrible city filled with terrible people who care for naught but indulging their basest instincts. Yeah, but they're doing better. Sorta. Right? And what did she have to say of Yulmar? Trembled at the very mention of it? Well, I suppose that is to be expected. 'Tis all true. We live in decadent abandon, seeking only to fulfill our whims and appetites. And when she became the object of my husband's desires, a jealous rage consumed me. All I could think of was making her suffer. With Lord Vothra gone, 'tis almost as if a fog is lifted from my mind. How clearly I see now the awful person had become. My husband, too, regrets his behavior. He has made his apologies, and it's time for me to make mine. Yes, it seems that some conversation may be ill-advised. Anticipating such, I penned a brief letter to explain my intentions. Pray deliver this to the girl. I shall be waiting at top rung. Alright. Now we're just kind of going round and round and round. A letter for me? Good gracious, this is from my old mistress. Dear Krill, you served my husband and me with unrelenting diligence, and we repaid your efforts with vulgarity and violence, wounding you in heart and body alike. I'm deserving of your hatred, of your fear. Words of apology can do little to salve the suffering I've caused, yet I would speak them nonetheless. I await your pleasure at top rung. Am I to believe she has changed so dramatically? Vothra society brought out the worst in people. I'm not entirely convinced, but I will at least hear what she has to say. Oh, and this is for you. Her ladyship included a token of thanks for her mediator. I suppose I should be on my way. Alright. Gosh. This one literally just right over here, right? Yeah. Good stuff. And okay, I'm gonna do this one a little blind because I don't feel like fixing things. Darn enemies aggroing me. You are. No, don't do that. That was not on the approved list of things you could do. Yes. Not gonna turn in yet. Let's go down here, and I guess I'll just literally just go around. There has hardened and cracked. Nothing seems to be growing here. You're too far away. Even weeds refuse to grow here. The tiny rose emerged, but is already beginning to wilt. The dirt is bone dry. Alright. Okay. Let's not make friends with the Talos right now. Thank you. Oh. Ironically, we're about to make friends with the Talos. That would be the way of it, wouldn't it? It's fine. It's fine. Alright. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Who are you? Sent you to find me, did she? My little brother lives down there, you see, and this place offers the best view of Gate Town. I'd wanted us to leave together, to give up on being chosen, but he had become obsessed with the idea of Yilmore. When I heard about the fighting and such, I got so worried. And now here I am, causing the same kind of worry for my neighbors. My apologies, I'll be more careful in the future. Cool. You do that. 5. Oh wait, we can have 5 left. So cool! I don't have to drop any more off the list. Can't breathe. Missile appears in need of a solid pat on the back. I guess this is him. Phew. Thank you. I think I can breathe again. I'm just on my way back to the village when some gogs started yelling at me. They were certainly cross about something, so I just ran away as fast as my feet would carry me. In the wrong direction, as it turns out. Before I knew it, I collapsed here in the riverbank and dropped all my sacks into the water. Must have floated downstream, but I'm still too buggered to go look for him. Alright, well, that calls for me, your delivery girl. I am an adventurer still. I may be a warrior of darkness. I'm still an adventurer. There's one. Okay, the last one's back there. This rock, yeah. Alright. Hello. Oh, are those my sacks? Yeah. I must say, this is a welcome relief. Just take a quick peek inside to see that everything's still... I knew it. Only the one's missing, and that means dwarves. They must have followed me. Well, I best hurry home before I cross paths with them again. You should come too. No good deed goes unrewarded, after all. With 600 gil, right? Right. Alright, this is actually just killing some cliff I'm like, that thing really followed me all the way over here. Okay, guess I gotta kill 3. Cool. Easy enough. No, I should maybe get Dragon out. Maybe. Maybe. Alright. That was 3, right? Yeah, we're good. I'm just gonna go back, turn in before I go to the top rung. Since it's sorta on the way. Maybe I'll get more. I hope I don't get more. But maybe. Yes, vengeance for our missed meals and rumbling bellies. Fine work, my friend. Hobgoblins have plagued this island for as long as anyone can remember. They're cunning enough to make tools, but still act like the beasts. Mean, filthy brutes, what lack the barest shred of common decency. And even though you've cowed them for the moment, I fear the lesson won't stick. Oh, they'll be back. You can be sure of that. In the meantime, we'll need to think of a more permanent solution. Oh wait, I was wrong. It's almost 700 gil. My friend came back safe and sound, wondering how she was saved by a stranger. Or saying how she was saved by a stranger. I assume that was you. She seemed less brooding than usual. What do you two talk about? I never knew she had a brother. Many here have lost their families. Maybe that's why she thought to keep it secret. But now that things in Yulmore have changed, we shouldn't have to creep around the lowlands like thieves anymore. She'll be able to visit her brother openly. No more stealing away to peer over cliffs. Who knows? Maybe I'll even go along. She might need company on the road, and what else are friends for? I think I'll have a word with her right now. Thank you again, miss. Cool. I like this not appearing extra quest business that's happening. Right, what have you got there for me? Here, enjoy. Nice link, no cracks or splintering. Ah, these will make the perfect spearheads. As I'm sure you've heard, Amity was originally built as a neutral venue for trading with the dwarf clans. The houses weren't meant to be homes, just somewhere to rest your head when you conducted your business. Once those relationships soured, though, the settlement soon emptied out, and exiles like us moved in. The way people talk, it sounds like Amity was thriving up until a few short years ago. Now, instead of people lining the roads, you've got hobgoblins and worse. That's why I want to make spears, you know, for protection. Well, that was a bit more long-winded than I intended, but a little history never hurt anyone, eh? Alright, take your payment and go. Thanks for the 600 gil! Told you it'd be 600. So, what did you think of my crop? It's dead. Oh ho, one of the seeds has sprouted! That's wonderful news. I had no such luck from my previous attempt. Even a small victory like that is worth the year of celebration. It brings me one step closer to turning my little plot into the farmer's field I now dream of. A dream some say will never come true, yet scratching here in the dirt has already brought me more fulfillment than I ever felt from the empty life I lived in Yulmore. Not that I was terrified when they first kicked me out the gate, mind you. Exiled over some petty disagreement and destitute, but for the few pieces of jewelry I concealed upon my person. The sale of those trinkets brought in some meager wealth, which has largely gone towards my agricultural endeavor. Thus, should my crops fail to produce a harvest ere my funds are depleted, I shall be left with nothing in this world. I have never felt so alive. Here, friend, a few coins for your service. Because I want to make them last less long. Makes sense. Thank you again for your help. If you'd not found me, I might have fallen prey to some hobbies. Or worse, a party of wine-drunk dogs. If only they were more like the Thulls, at least we can live alongside those dwarves in some semblance of harmony. Anyway, here's the reward I promised you. Oh my gosh! 900 gil! Basically rich. Oh, hello, Timber. That's 1, 2, 3. Oh, 4. I'm like, what? Cool. There you are. This is Rocky. I helped him when he was hurt, and now we're best mates. I thought he was better, but he doesn't seem too happy today. Or he don't seem too happy today. What is it, boy? Are you hungry? And Mom caught me sneaking you food? There'd be hells to pay. You know, I saw some of his friends mention on them Huldu. You can fight Huldu, right? Smash a few to pieces and bring the bits back here. Of course, that's what it would come to, right? Alright. It's fine. It's fine. Please just die already. Ow, I crit on the other one. There's one literally right up here. Cool. Rocky looks up with an expectant gaze. Crunch, crunch. There you go, mate. Get that down your gob. We had a whole crowd of folk come through not long ago, and I was worried they'd do something to Rocky. But I guess he's safe enough here. Come on, we should leave before someone sees us. You know, hiding things like that ain't always the best idea. There ain't no other young folk in Amity, so Rocky's my only friend. And I guess you're alright as well. For a grown-up. And since he was nice to Rocky, I'm giving you me treasure. It was just lying on the ground out there. See? Something that shiny's got to be worth a fortune. Oh, cool, a ring. Look, this kid gives me more money than the adults. Seriously? Seriously? Oh, either you've brought me some timber or you plan on building yourself a cabin. Thank you, lass. Now I'll finally be able to get back to building. This wood you've brought me was sent up at the ladder back when the doors was made more open to trade. And it was neutral ground for striking deals, you see, and there was plans to expand the village once upon a time. So I guess you can say we're using the timber for its intended purpose, even if it is a few years late. Fare you well, friend, and thanks again for the help. Cool, and we finished Amity, which just leaves Tomra. Alright, I guess we'll just start from here. And just go around, knocking the knockers. I'm just about to let you have it. No more. I'll not stand by and see another theft go unanswered. Eh? What am I angry about? Well, some blasted knockers, ain't it? Those grubby bastards latch onto anything or hammers my favorite bloody pig and drag it back to the nest. And what for, I ask you? The little buggers don't even have the concept of value. I swear there'll be no end to this until I teach them the error of their ways. Here's the deal, friend. Help me catch some of those thieving pests, and I'll see you pay for the trouble. You in? Good. I'll be going south, so you head east until you find a couple of knockers to knock about. Once they're reeling, use the spider to bind those wriggling limbs of theirs and bring them back here to the village. Distract and rescue. Ollie ho! Oh, you couldn't have chosen a better time to visit. Those vile gogs have stolen away my precious autumn maiden, stolen her away and stashed her in some cluttered corner of their village with the rest of their ill-gotten goods. Problem is, I'm a drinker, not a fighter, and I doubt I could creep past their guards without one of them seeing me. That's where I need your help. If a drawn like you were to walk in and distract them, I could smuggle out my automaton with no one the wiser. I mean, you shouldn't be any danger. Gods and Thulls are mortal enemies, but they don't attack other folk on sight. Usually. Let's move a little closer to Comra and get this rescue mission underway. Don't you worry, my little Beck of the Bolts, you'll soon be home again. Short on courage. Have you ever felt love's piercing sting? There's this Hume girl. No, this Hume lady who stabbed me right through the heart. Saw my way back from the mines, and I've been dreaming of her ever since. They say love is a downside. Well, I've been watching from the edges for long enough. I think it's time I took to the floor. She should be on her way to fetch water from the river soon, but I'm too nervous to approach her alone. Would you come with me? Please, you've got to come with me. Thank you. You're the best friend I've ever had. Off to boil the Owl Bridge before you go. Gogeo and Tholiet. I hope she'll be alright. Oh, lally ho! Sorry I was off in my own little world there. I just can't shake the sight of it. My best friends meeting in secret with one of them filthy no-good gogs. If the other were to hear about this, her honor would be forfeit. So can you believe I saw her heading into Scree? Alone. Not a few moments ago. At least she had the decency to hang her head in shame. Please, stranger, I need to convince her to stop this madness while I keep the chief's attention elsewhere. Killer on the loose. Lally ho! Say, you're the visitor, ain't you? What do you reckon your chances are of smashing a combat automaton? Maiden, automaton, whatever. That's my job, you see. Making contraptions what can protect the village from eaters and such. My latest and greatest invention is the Ironbeard Killer. Well, maybe not the greatest. As soon as I turned the bugger on, it straightened up, twitched it, then raced out the gate. And as much as I'd like to go after it, you never know what a failed automaton might do. What's worse, I tuned this one to be extra aggressive. Not like it's not, I'd barely squeak out a lally ho before it pulped me into a bloody mess. I needed to forcefully disassemble the killer and bring it back its core. Last I saw it was trundling away to the southeast. Here, you can use this lump of coal to pick up your battlefield. The automaton is designed to refuel it if the opportunity presents itself. Well, stuffing his face with that, you can get in the first blow and make it a good one. I don't call it killer for nothing. Alright, too sweet to eat. Eh? What? Ho? Oh, you're that traveler I keep hearing about. I mean, like, ho! Almost forgot my manners there. Bad etiquette, that. Oh, I don't make up for it by cooking us a tasty steak breakfast, eh? I'm thinking a nice cut of cliff mole. Well, I suppose that sounds none too appetizing, and the meat of an adult cliff mole is about as pleasant as chewing on your grandma's second favorite pair of boots. A friend of mine, though, he reckons the younger moles are tender and juicy as they come. What say you? Shall we put that claim to the test? Then we'll need to catch one first. The juveniles are said to stay near humid areas like caves and streams. I'm more of a cave kind of dwarf, so you can search the waterways. Oh, and they're apparently a skittish lot. You'll need a plump grub to lure one in before you can stuff it in a sack. Right, there's your grub, and there's your sack. Meet me back here, and we'll set the panda sizzling. Beneath the beard. Lally ho! I've been hoping to speak with you, stranger. Would you be willing to help me with a simple task? It's something that I can't ask anyone in Tomra. You will? Oh, thank you. All I need is 3 little pebbles from Upper Watts River. Slick and smooth. That's all. Alright. We're getting there. We're getting there. Now. Sure. Why ho! Well, dent my hell with a knocker's arse. We've got ourselves a visitor, a stranger from a strange land. If I'm to welcome you properly, then I'd best be teaching you our ways, eh? And that starts with paying respect to Zigut's statue. You wouldn't know your reals from your Ronits, would you? The Zigut I'm referring to is one of our ancestral chiefs, the mightiest warrior in full history. You remember that name, lass. Now, first things first, we need to prepare the offering. That involves you bringing me a couple of soul stones from them rock-headed gnomes out in the Scree. And the get flattened, eh? as a Thole do. Lolly-ho, ain't you that traveler everyone's been talking about? Well, Lolly-ho again, and welcome to Tonra. I'm going to treat you to some Thole hospitality, and I'll not take no for an answer. First things first, we brew some dwarven ale together. That'll be a lark. Now, most folk make their ale from barley, but not us dwarves. We use seeds harvested from the magma grass what grows on the slopes of Mount Gulg. Then we drink in the sea air from the moment their heads poke out of the dirt to the moment they wilt and die. Gives our grog a tangy flavor you won't never taste in any of that barley brewed stuff. So let's give you the full experience, shall we? Head on out of the village and pluck me 4 or so good-sized magma blooms. Grab tight with seeds, don't you know? One more quest. So we're ignoring this one, because even though this is the one that did start off us going to Yorha, it also leads to another tribe series, the Dwarven tribe. So, yeah, we're just gonna ignore that one. That's why it is still blue with a plus. All for the boons. Like, oh, you're a visitor from some faraway land. Tell me, friend, do you like explosions? That nervous thrill when you toss a bomb you've just made. Their satisfaction of shattering a shell of bedrock into tiny little pieces. I pity the poor souls who have never known such joy. You're a worldly boss, ain't you? Promise not to lecture me about danger and scaring the beardlings like my milk-soft neighbors while you test my latest batch of explosives. Take these beauties and throw one at the bedrock east of the village. The explosion's a reward in itself, of course, but if you're lucky, you might also hit a seam of ore. Bring your promising chunks back to me, and I'll let you know what you found. Cool. How far east are we talking? Way over there, of course. Oh, this is gonna be back and forth, isn't it? Anyway, let's get this started. With some magma grass, apparently. Cool. Okay. I guess there's the other 2. Well, that was easy. Sweet. Well, that one's done and taken care of. We need these golems, right? Yeah. How many do we need? 2. Cool. Well, that's actually just go back to Tomra, right? Yeah. So, I'm gonna drop it for now. Oh gosh, we're heading east anyway. We're really heading east! Jeez! Alright, well, here we go. Hello, I'm here. Do you see those 2 lookouts? Just walk up to them, bold as you please, and give a hearty lally-ho! Once you have their attention, tell them, oh, I don't know, that you saw a stinky Thole sneaking about nearby or something. That should get them moving. I'll tiptoe in, grab my other maiden, and meet you back here. Or I just tell them that Konog's around, and hey, you want to go get him? Lally-ho. Lally-ho! What brings you to Comra? What? A stinking ugly Thole? I'll catch the bugger by his piss-drenched beard and knock his helm clear into next week. Lally-ho! I put in the wrong chat mode. Lally-ho! What can the grog do for you? Ethel? Here? You will let me know. I'll take care of this lurker. Well done, lass. You played your part to perfection. As you can see, the rescue was a success. Come on back to Tomra, and we can talk rewards. I don't even know what quest this is, but... It's a quest. Also, I need to... do that. Wait. Oh, right there. Okay. The coal? Okay. Why, hello, Iron Beard Killer. You come here to die today. I guess you have, haven't you? Look, there she is. This is it then. I'm just going to stay right here because I'm a big bearded coward. I need another favor from you. Will you ask her if she's wed? And if unwed, then what manner of man makes her swoon? I will make sure to be subtle. Oh, were you the lady who was traveling with Alphino? He spoke very highly of you, you know. He said he admired both your strength of arm and strength of character. Now, what could such an admirable woman want with a simple girl like me? Am I wed? Well, no. And I have no prospects to speak of, neither. Amity is not exactly bursting at the seams with suitors. And if I were to pick a suitor? Gracious me, you are forward, aren't you? Well, if what's on the inside... It's what's on the inside that counts, isn't it? I would hope to meet a soul filled with warmth and kindness. Someone much like how Alphino described you, I suppose. Oh, well, what did she say? She seems to like me. She did? I thought I brought an ally, not a rival. Well, we should be heading back then. It ain't right for me to demand help and leave you unpaid for your counsel. Alright. Another one down. Another one down. And that's back over there. Way over there. So we're just gonna go over here. Way up here. Completely missed the point. Sniff, sniff. She was on a cliff and eyes you warily. Time to show it the wriggling grub and lured into the sack. Lift from Ultros turns happily into the sack and begins feasting on the grub. Okay. Are we done? Okay, that's everything. I just have one quest left on the left still. It's fine. I'm above it. Right. Weekend. Cool. One more. Oh no, got weakened too much. Oh, not in range. Cool. Cool, cool. 3 more quests remain. this? Boom. Goes the dynamite. No, this is the pebbles. Hi, Rock. I'd like to not be stuck on you. Thank you. I didn't know there were actually house on this part. Doesn't show you that I've not done this quest before. I suppose. Cool. This is gonna be Gobby Boom. Right. Tempting bedrock. Boom. One, two, and three. Cool. Let's. Yeah, screw it. Time for a long flight. There you are. Come back to the village. No, I bloody well will not. I need to be alone. Have you never felt the pain of heartbreak? Just go away. I might as well tell you now. I was in love with a gog. It all began the day a cliff kite attacked me as I was coming home from the mines. He saved me from becoming a sinner. I was strapping and sweet, and so I learned his patrol route. Brought him a gun, tales, talked about sediment, you know, the usual stuff. Then, once we got to know each other, I confessed my feelings. But he refused me, saying he could never court a Thule, so it was impossible. I almost wish he'd left me for the cliff kite, but he's probably right. Who in Tomer would recognize our love? Who was there to cheer me on? You got this, once I learn how to spell cheer. Thank you. There'll be a few enough kind words for me if news gets out. We'll give up. I'll take away from my Gog and I to be together. Are we there? We're there? Oh my gosh, now we can do the rounds of turning all this in. Ugh. And hoping there's no follow-ups. Back already, eh? I managed to catch a few myself, but let's see your haul. Ah, that was quick work. I'm being honest, I was worried that an outsider unfamiliar with the area might walk herself straight into a pack of hungry iguanas. Glad you proved me wrong. Now, my prehensile Paredes Hungry Grat is going to teach you to stop stealing orphan Athols and start nicking from the Gogs instead. Mwahaha. What am I encouraged here? So I need to let that quest be back on since it's not technically finished. Ever since there have been dwarves, since the Gogs have hated the Foals. Although I'm not rightly sure why. Well, I know why we hate Gogs. Their beards are unkept, strangling messes and bastards digging our minds without so much as a buy or leave. Makes my blood boil. Next time they come around, I'll be waiting with an automated army. We'll make them wish they never come around the thieving, scratching curs. Almost forgot your reward. I'll be keeping a closer on my dear clunker here. Don't you worry. Yo, we're about to break 1,000 gil. And some rewards. It's almost a miracle. I was wrestling with the idea on the way home, and I've come to the conclusion. To win my lady's heart, I need to be more like you. I'll travel the world and make of myself a man worth marrying. I think I need to have a word with the chief. Thanks again for coming along, friend. I see you got my friend to come back, but she was in too much of a hurry to spare me a second glance. What happened out there? I don't know, she just... I have a place to say, well, I was going to talk to her about this anyway. Thanks for your help. Thank you for your help, stranger. I'll do my best to keep her out of trouble. I said I wouldn't say, so I'm not saying. Oh, you're back. Any luck retrieving that core? Yep. Looks to be in good shape. I can start building a new model straight away. This here stone is both heart and mind for an automaton, you see. It defines more than just basic behavior and personality as well. But personality as well. and it was no easy feat making one what's formulated for battle, let me tell you. I'd rather pull out my beard strand by strand and start again from scratch. That was, what, my 8th fail on the maiden? I'll get it right this time. Thanks for saving me all the extra work. I'm a little worried. Couldn't find me any of the small ones. How about you? Oh, cutscene? Would you look at that on your first try too? I'll just get the fire going and... Wait. Those big round eyes, a little face. How could anyone eat such a precious dumpling? I can't do it. Not even for the best steak in the world. Have us going for your trouble, but lunch is cancelled. From this day forward, I'll raise you as my own. I'll feed you and pet you and call you Cliffy. Please, tell me you brought the pebbles. Yeah, I did. This is exactly what I needed. Thank you. I feel I owe you an explanation, as long as you can keep it to yourself. You see, I'll be crushing these stones and mixing them with plant oils to make a soothing lotion. The minerals help with the itching. You may have noticed, but outside of our home families, we dwarves never show our naked faces. And so we wear our helms all day, every day. When you have weak skin like mine, that means rashes. Red, blotchy rashes that would have me scratching my own nose off if not for my lotion. Usually make it for beardlings what haven't gotten used to their helms. So I appreciate that none of my neighbors had to see me waiting in the river for ingredients. You saved my honor, friend, and earned all the financial gratitude I can spare. A whole 800 gil. Wow. Alright, the one quest isn't done. Let's have some soul stones then. Here you are. I'm just gonna hammer out here and ever so grind these. I'll quickly grind these into power. And there we have it! Some lovely bottles of stone brew, seasoned with a sprinkling of gnomish snowstone. This is soulstone what puts the stone in the brew. I mean, how else do you expect a statue to drink it? Now for the ceremonial bit. You take these bottles and empty them onto the 4 sides of the Ziggurat statue over there. Every last drop, mind you. How about I turn in these other quests first, and then I'll do your errands. Well, did you pluck them blooms like I asked you? Brewing time's a wasting. Yes. Ages ago, actually, but you know. I got enough seeds to stuff my helm and then some. Good work. This next part of the process is a bit tricky, so let's leave it to an expert, which would be me. Don't wander away just yet, my friend. There's more to our tradition than just picking sparkly flowers, and we're just getting started. No, don't say that. Bringing the nibbles. The seeds are almost set to ferment. What we need now is some tasty nibbles to complement the booze. What's that look for? A dwarf can't live on grog alone. No, for some, it ain't for lack of trying. Anyhow, the traditional side dish to a pint of dwarven ale is a nice big plate of dried iguana tails. Lizards don't just hand over their body parts, of course, so you'll have to go chop them off yourself. Something of a custom to show you off your best trophies and share them with your fellows come drinking time. A real bonding experience. You'll find iguanas and their tasty tails to the southeast of town. 2 should be enough, seeing as them skeleton are so bloody huge. Oh, did I not mention that? Well, good hunting! Yeah, I think you left that part out. Well, anything pretty left behind? Oh, do you know what that is? Iron ore. It's a bit shiny eye, but otherwise not special for this area. Now for the important part. How was the boom? Wasn't it just the most amazing feeling ever? Boom! See, I knew you'd appreciate a good explosion. Here, a few coins for the ore. Thanks for testing the bombs. Alright, I guess we'll go play with the statue first. As you you pour the stone brew onto the base of the statue, you almost believe you see a smile flickering across its impassive face. Nothing on that. Nothing there. One more. Cool. Alright. Ah, nicely done, lass. Nicely done. You may have noticed, but we fools like a drink or two, and seeing the great Zuga unable to hoist this tankard on account of him being a stone statue brings a tear to the eye. So we honor his memory with the brew he loved best. He was chief of the Thule during the coming of the flood, a true dwarf among dwarves. It was him what ousted that bastard warrior of light and brought our people together in a time when division meant death. We won't be here now if it weren't for Ziggit, and I thank you for showing him the proper respect. So he's the one to blame. Cool. Iguana time. Please just die already. Good? We're good. Ah, the mighty lizard hunter returns. What have you got for me? Oh, look at the size of them regular beauties. Once we set those out to dry, the shrinking will enhance the flavor so you can enjoy the full lizardly goodness with every mouthful. Speaking of flavor, I've got the sea steeped and sealed. For the next step, we need to store the ale to be in the brew house so it can ferment somewhere cool and dry. You up for it? Of course you are. Just roll this barrel over to the alewife and she'll be happy to give it a home. Cool. And by roll it, you mean I'm going to take my Kieran out here and apply it. I totally rolled this too. Don't let anything tell you otherwise. Ah, getting a first-hand look at the brewing process, are you? Good for you, lass. There's not better in this life than making your own grog, eh? It's certainly an experience. Trust me, lass. The more you have to work for it, the better it tastes. Last step ain't nearly as grueling, I promise you. Go on with you then, and give my best to Zora. No trouble finding the brew house? Good. I'd say we're ready then, and it's time to learn the most important part of brewing, and drinking a dwarven ale. Boy, you know the words. Right. Oh, a fresh batch of ale is brewing, and there's nibbles ready to be nibbled. I can't exactly ask you to stand there till the fermentation's done. That's still moons away. What I will do is educate you on the finer points of dwarven drinking culture. A final lesson. Now here in Tomra, there are 3 keys to successful drinking party. First is a good drop of ale. That goes without saying. Second is a table laid with Tracy trees. And the last, and possibly most important, is a raucous drinking song. Go on, lass, have a chat with some of the locals and don't come back till you've learned the words to our favorite booze time ballad. Oh, man. The Tomra drinking song, I don't quite recall how it goes, but I do love when we shout "Lally ho!" all together. Wow, you're very useful. Every Tomran has been hearing that ditty since they was children. You will need one dwarf to start singing, the whole village will join. There's no grander feeling than hoisting your mug and yelling your loudest. Lally ho! I'm sensing a trend. Just a slight trend. Our drinking song? You didn't bother learning the lyrics, just as long as you remember the lally ho at the end. Wow. I feel very cultured in their drinking song now. They only told you a bit with the lally ho. Well, I suppose once we've all had a few, the verses do get a bit metal, but it might be as there's more in one version. But no matter which words you sing, when you get to arousing lally ho, all your worries just seem to melt away. You ever find your troubles bring you down, then you come on back to Tomra. We'll soon lift your spirits with an ale in your hand and a lally ho on your lips. We done? We good? We did it! We finished Tomra. Finish Kalisha. I mean, other than the one that leads to the dwarves tribe. But, yeah, the one that brought us to Yorha in the first place and now leads to dwarves. Yeah, we are going to pass on that until I get to actually doing the dwarves. So, probably be a while. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider liking, commenting, and or subscribing. If you really enjoy it, consider supporting the channel. All the support really helps to keep being content like this and more. You can find the links for that in the description, along with links to me on social media. So thank you again for watching, and until next time, where we hopefully finish off Shadowbringers side quests with Ondo Cups. This is rinimt, signing out. Bye!